welcome to Lauren's English Corner. Today is a beginner lesson. We're going to learn about adverbs of frequency. We use adverbs of frequency to help us know how often something happens. What do we mean by frequency? Well, when you're waiting for the bus, you can find out from the timetable how often the bus comes along. It could be every 10 minutes or every 15 minutes. This is the frequency. It tells you how often the bus will come in an amount of time. Adverbs of frequency are very useful when talking about your daily routine. You can talk about the things that you do in your life on a daily, weekly, monthly basis, but it helps your listener to understand how often you do these things. Do they happen a lot? A little bit? Or not at all? Let's look at some examples to help us understand better. I can use the word every day for something that I do every day. For example, brush my teeth. Every day I brush my teeth. An adverb of frequency which has a very similar meaning to every day is always. I always brush my teeth in the morning. So, if we want to talk about things that happen all the time, every day, 100%, we use the adverb of frequency always. What about things that we do 50% of the time? For example, in the week, you might do it 3 days out of the 7 days or 4 days out of the 7 days. This word is sometimes. I sometimes go for a run in the park. Now, what about something that I don't do? 0%. The word for this, the adverb of frequency, is never. I never drink coffee in the morning because I always drink tea in the morning. So that's 100% always, 50% sometimes, and 0% never. But there are other words, adverbs of frequency, that we can use in the middle of these. For example, something that you do more than sometimes, but not always, maybe 80% of the time. Something that you do a lot. Maybe in 1 week you could do it 6 of the 7 days or 5 of the 7 days. You can use the adverbs of frequency often, or usually, or normally. These all have the same meaning, and you can choose to use which one you like. Often, usually, normally. I usually wake up at 8:30. I often watch TV in the evenings. I normally go to work by car. Now, what about something that you don't do a lot, but you can't say I never do it because maybe you've done it once or twice? In this case, we can use the word hardly ever. Hardly ever, or rarely, rarely. So this would be about 10 or 15% of the time. I hardly ever wash my car. I rarely eat fast food. Okay, so now here's some sentences for you to practice. I'm going to say the sentence without an adverb of frequency. I want you to repeat the sentence, but add one of the adverbs of frequency to make the sentence true for you. Where do the adverbs of frequency go in the sentence? Remember to always put them before the verb. So for example, in the sentence, I brush my teeth in the morning, The verb or action is brush. So the adverb of frequency must go before the verb, brush. In this case, every day I brush my teeth, so I'm going to use always. I always brush my teeth in the morning. Okay, so here's your first sentence. I have a cup of tea in the morning. I have a cup of tea in the morning. If every morning you have a cup of tea, you should say, I always drink a cup of tea in the morning. But if sometimes you have coffee or orange juice and only sometimes have tea, then you would say, I sometimes have a cup of tea in the morning. However, if you never drink tea and you don't like tea, you would say, I never drink tea in the morning. Here's your next sentence to try. I wake up before 8 a.m. Now you try, but add an adverb of frequency so the sentence becomes true for you. If you wake up very early, every day, always before 8 o'clock, then you would say, I always wake up before 8 a.m. But maybe sometimes you sleep in, perhaps at the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, and you don't wake up until 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning. So you would say, I usually wake up before 8 a.m. Next sentence. I do my homework at the weekend. Your turn. I would say, I sometimes do my homework at the weekend. I go to bed before 10 p.m. So, how often do you go to bed before 10 p.m? I would say, I never go to bed before 10 p.m. Next sentence, I go shopping in the afternoon. How often do you go shopping in the afternoon? I would say, I sometimes go shopping in the afternoon. I have a bath in the evening. How often do you have a bath in the evening? I rarely have a bath in the evening. This is because I shower. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. You can put in the comment box any lessons that you'd like to see on Lauren's English Corner, and check us out on Facebook and Twitter. See you next time.